Hi, it's Larry Pizzi from Currie Technologies, and we're back at Interbike 2013 to talk about the new IZIP range of bikes. We're really excited to be offering our first ever center motor drive IZIP branded bike utilizing Currie Electro Drive by JD, Transx technology, and our own Currie Electro Drive firmware. It's a central motor system that has 350 watts of power, just like the new Bosch system does, that drives a standard size chainring and a 9-speed cassette. Really nice about center motor systems is low center of gravity for the motor and also for the down tube mounted battery pack that's easily removable. The battery on the Peak, the IZIP Peak, is a 48-volt system. It's a 400 watt-hour battery pack. Again, sort of similar shape and form factor to what the Bosch system looks like. The Peak is a 27.5-inch wheel mountain bike. Some of the functional differences on the bike is that the Peak utilizes a throttle overdrive. So sometimes a less experienced rider climbing a trail will have to stop and put a foot down in sort of a technical area. And we've designed the bike to have a throttle that will take it up to 6 miles an hour so that you can get started again. You're not struggling to pedal it up a steep incline. Or if you find yourself in too high of a gear and you need a little extra boost, the throttle, as long as you're pedaling, will override the pedal assist system and give you that extra boost that you need. But it is not a throttle only bike, so you have to be pedaling to utilize the throttle. High-end components: hydraulic disc brakes, RockShox forks, Shimano XT rear derailleur. Really nice bike at $3,000 retail. One of the next bikes in the range is an urban performance bike, actually a speed pedelec, which will reach speeds of up to 45 kilometers an hour. It utilizes a direct drive 500 watt hub motor, also the same 48-volt battery pack, 400 watt-hour battery pack that was used on the Peak, and the dash retails for $2,600. We think it's one of the best values in a performance urban bike on the market today. And then the IZIP Path Plus. The Path has been in the range for a number of years, a trekking style city bike with full fenders and a rear carrier and a chain guard, making it perfect for a commuter or a recreational rider. But we've upgraded the power system, so it's also 48-volt, 400 watt-hour battery pack, this time mounted on the rear rack. But we were very mindful in designing the rear rack so that it could accept any standard pannier. A lot of e-bikes have a problem with mounting normal panniers on the rack, but the Path Plus can accommodate that. The component technology is pretty straightforward. Shimano Altus rear derailleur. It's also a 9-speed rear cassette hub. The interesting thing about both the Path and the Dash is that they utilize a quick release on the rear wheel, which is really unusual for a hub motor bike that traditionally uses a nutted axle that you would need to take a wrench to remove the rear wheel. It's a slotted axle, so there's no spin out possibility, but it utilizes a conventional quick release skewer to keep the wheel secure. So if you are out on the road and get a flat tire, you can easily repair it without carrying a bunch of tools. All of the systems technology on these 3 models is pretty much identical. There is, like the Bosch system, there is a user interface that's mounted next to the to the grip. The plus and minus arrow here to increase or decrease the power assist. There are 3 levels. You might be able to see it. There's 1, 2, and 3. There's bars that show you how much battery is left, and then an information key that takes you through the cycle computer functionality. And also on these 3 bikes, we've been able to get the same range technology to display on the LCD panel, so that again you don't have to worry about running out of battery capacity. Based on the power assist level you're in, the display will tell you how much range you have left in the battery. There's also a backlight section, so that if you're riding in the evening, it powers on by itself at night with this little device here that senses darkness, and it's already wired for a full lighting system. We know that a lot of Americans use mountain bikes to commute, so we've designed the bike so that it'll accept a rear carrier, and you can easily put an integrated lighting system on it. The dash and the path are both designed to accept full city kits, so fenders and a rear carrier and a lighting system on this as well. So also new, totally redesigned for model year 14, the IZIP Zuma. It's always been one of our most popular bikes. It's a beach cruiser style bike, fat 26-inch wheels. Used to have a rack-mounted battery, but the downside of a rack-mounted battery is it puts all the weight over the rear wheel. So this year, we have a planetary geared 500-watt hub motor that's got plenty of torque, and we've integrated the battery into the seat tube. It's fully removable so that it can easily be taken out of the bike and charged indoors, or there's also a charger port that enables you to just plug the charger right into the bike if you're fortunate enough to have a carport or a garage. The other improvement this year for the Zuma is that there's 3 levels of pedal assist, state of charge indicator on the display, as opposed to just a simple battery gauge and a simple pass tag system like we used to have. The Zuma is $2,400 for 2014, and it's available in 8 different colors. Should probably also mention that the Zuma is available in 2 size men's and 1 size low step, so we can really accurately fit the rider properly to the bike. And another new model, updated model that shares some of the same technology is the E3 Metro. So we're utilizing the same 36 volt, 11 ampere hour battery pack in the seat tube. Again, it can be removed to be charged indoors or charged in the frame. We wanted to create a nimble handling load carrying bike that could really do your grocery shopping on or carry significant loads around with you. So we've taken the rear carrier, we've pushed it way back, we've designed it so any conventional panniers will attach to it in a very durable structure. And then we've really beefed up the plateau front basket. As you can see, it's rigidly attached to the frame. It's very simple to remove if you should want to take it off for any reason, but you can also carry a tremendous amount of weight on the front end. Uses these great bamboo inserts into the basket and onto the rear carrier. And we've cut some slots in it so that you can see the movement of the front wheel, because sometimes people say it's a little disconcerting when they can't see the front wheel moving and the basket's going the same direction as the bike. A couple of other interesting features. It has a split Y-type kickstand that when it's folded up is all on the left side of the bike, but when it's down, it really stabilizes the bike. And there's a spring to keep the front wheel from flopping over. So Generally speaking, when you're loading the bike up, you're standing by its side and you're adding your groceries and so on. You don't want the bike to fall over when you add all that extra weight. The Metro will retail for $2,800. Oh, and the other upgrade is we're using this LCD display, which also is easily removable and acts like a key to actuate the system. So that's the IZIP line for 2014. We have bikes ranging in price from $1,500 all the way up to $3,000. And we're really excited about it. Every model has been updated and upgraded with the latest technology, and we really think that it is one of the strongest and most complete range of products on the market today.